I thought people were trolling in my comment section when they said RimWorld just launched an expansion, but nope, that's actually the case. The storyteller, as many of you know, creates events like raids, resource drops, or animal attacks, and Randy Random is arguably the hardest because he will send really random events at us. We could end up getting a chain of really horrible negative events, or we could get a bunch of positive ones. And as for difficulty, we're going to be playing on Merciless, which is the hardest. Okay, so I had this idea, and on second thought, this might actually fail horribly. There's 12 skills in this game, and I'm starting with 12 colonists. Each one of them has a burning passion for each skill. Like our colonist cooking has a burning passion for cooking. Our colonist construction has a burning passion for construction. Animals has a burning passion for animals. I think you get it at this point. With a burning passion, animals, for example, will learn animals really quickly. And I also gave them all the trait Great Memory, which increases the speed at which they learn skills by 25%. Fast Learner increases it by 75%. And Too Smart increases it by another 75%. However, there is a higher chance for them to have a mental breakdown by 12%. They're all going to start with 0 in every single skill. And one thing I didn't think about is that we're probably not going to be able to feed all of these guys. First things first is we're going to have everyone start chopping down trees, and we're going to try to get shooting a ranged weapon and melee a melee weapon. Never mind, actually, we cannot even create a short bow as it requires a 2 crafting skill. We're just going to have crafting start crafting some wooden clubs, and he's almost done with the second one, and that's going to bring him up to almost level 2, or it might actually bring him up to level 2, and if it does, we can have him make a short bow. And oh no, he's barely not level 2. We're gonna have to make another wooden club. And it looks like we have our first mental breakdown. Medical has fixated her rage on melee, and she's gonna start insulting him. The way to deal with this mental breakdown is just to have the character who's being insulted run away, and then the insulter will just chase them. But like, she hasn't even gotten any insults off yet. If she does, it's gonna upset melee, and so yeah, we don't want that. It does kind of suck that medical is chasing melee around, as we need melee to be helping us kill animals because we need food right now. We're gonna have artistic and intellect just start beating down this hare, and hopefully they don't take too much damage. And yeah, they actually didn't take any damage at all. Medical did finally end up snapping out of it, but she did insult melee twice, which is not going to help his mood, but that's all right. Now we're going to have him help out artistic and intellect in killing these animals. We're going to go for this raccoon now. And we just one-shot it. We've been killing a lot of the smaller wildlife, and they haven't really been retaliating, except for artistic did get tagged in the leg. It's not really that bad though, and we'll have medical tend to it. Before we do that though, crafting is almost done making a wooden short bow, and he made an awful bow, which is really unlucky. With his 2 skill, there's only a 20% chance it's awful, 53% chance it's poor, and 23% chance it's normal. So we got the 20% that we didn't want, and yeah, this bow really sucks. Its accuracy at close to short range is only around 50 to 60%, which is really bad because of the fact that shooting currently has 0 shooting skill, and I guess he actually went up to 1 after shooting that first shot. And yeah, he's getting a lot of XP per shot actually. Like, is that 300 XP per shot? Around 250 maybe? Yeah, he's getting around 250 XP per shot, and he did finally hit a shot actually. That didn't even take him that long. We're just gonna have shooting hunt these boom rats, as we cannot melee them. When they die, they explode, and they could hurt someone that's trying to melee them down. And wait, did crafting just make another awful short bow? Seriously, that's so unlucky. Another 20% roll. That is not good. Speaking of percentages, artistic is now getting tended by medical, and let's see what kind of tend that she gets. 0% quality tend. Well, I guess we could have expected that, because yeah, medical skill is really bad. The main thing with tend quality is it affects the chance of infection, and so with a 0% tend quality, there is a pretty good chance the wound will become infected. We also don't want her to be sleeping in a dirty environment, aka outdoors, with an injury, because yeah, that raises the chance of infection by quite a lot. And we'd also like her to sleep in a bed, but we currently cannot build wooden beds. We can only make bedrolls because we started with the tribe tech, and we don't really have a lot of research right now. We got tree sewing, recurve bow, psychoid brewing, passive cooler, and pemmican, and that's it. In order to build a wooden bed, we need to research complex furniture, which doesn't take that long to research. Wolf Construction built a research bench, and he did end up botching the wooden stool. Thankfully, that was not the research bench, because when you botch, you lose a bunch of resources. That was pretty unlucky too, because even with just a 3 construction skill, there's not a very high chance that he botches anything. I believe the chance from right now with 3 constructions only a 16% chance. And yeah, he did finish the research bench and the stool. And now it looks like he wants to sleep. We crammed as many people as we could into Artistic's hospital room, as I believe it's better to sleep in this small room than it is to sleep outside. And like, yeah, these guys are actually getting comfort from laying on this rough limestone, whereas people that are sleeping on like the soil are getting no comfort. And now we got our first disease. Cooking and mining now have fibrous mechanites. As far as I know, this one's actually one of the better diseases, as it gives a bunch of bonuses, like 50% more manipulation, which is really good. Cooking will cook stuff a lot quicker and do anything a lot quicker. 50% more moving, which obviously just makes it move quicker. 50% more blood pumping, which does help movement a little bit. It doesn't affect it that much. It's only giving him like a 10% bonus. The main thing about blood pumping though, which is good, is it does help his consciousness, which is being lowered because of the fibrous mechanites. They're giving him pain, and pain lowers consciousness, and consciousness affects everything. Like if you're 0% conscious, you're unconscious and you're not doing anything. So yeah. Another negative about fibrous mechanites is it increases the rest fall rate by 70%, and so that's going to make whoever has these tired a lot quicker. Also, as far as I know, these can get worse over time, and like the pain will increase, so we're going to want to tend these ASAP, and we're going to want to get a good quality tend on them. In order to get a better quality tend, we had plants harvest some wild heal root, and medical is going to use this to hopefully help out Cooking, who by the way has hypothermia. I guess it's cold outside. It's 47 degrees outside. That's not good. I think everyone that slept outside is going to have some hypothermia, and we got a 38% tend on that. That's pretty good. For the hypothermia problem, which isn't going to like kill anyone off or anything, but it is kind of annoying to have as it lowers manipulation and consciousness, which makes people just be slower at everything, and it also makes them chilly. We need to start crafting some clothing for people, and they'll also like that because it will get rid of their naked moodlet debuff. So that right there is going to give people like a 10 bonus mood if we just get them clothes. We can hunt this herd of muffalo to the southeast, and these things kind of suck because they're all male, so we can't breed them, and I don't believe we can milk them either, at least not in a way that would actually benefit our colonists, so we're just gonna hunt them all and eat them. I had Crafting make another bow, and this time we actually got lucky and he made a good one. The good bow is way more accurate. It's 70 at short range versus the awful one was 50, and short range is where we're gonna be doing most of our shooting. It's the distance of 12 cells, which like basically each square is like a cell. And so yeah, I think this muffalo is around 12 cells away. We can get a little bit closer. And from like right here, shooting actually has a 65% chance to hit this muffalo. I guess since it's so big, it's really easy to hit. That increases the chance by 200%. The main thing is we want to stay as far away from these things as possible because that lowers the chance they will revenge on us. And there's a chance the entire herd could revenge, and that would be really bad. They would all just start charging and shooting, and he would probably get trampled to death. So we're going to have him keep his distance, and he's going to hunt this muffalo, or at least try. Yeah, hopefully they don't revenge. 2 for 2, by the way, on that muffalo. Good shots. 3 for 3? Really? Okay, he finally missed a shot. I thought he was doing some hacking or something. I will say he hit his next 2 shots. Like, shooting is doing work. He's only got 3 shooting skill too. I'm surprised he's hitting so many shots with this bow. And yeah, he actually ended up knocking out the muffalo with not that many shots, and he killed it, which is amazing. Muffalos have a ton of meat on them, so we're not going to have food problems for quite some time now. Well, then again, we have 12 people, so at least maybe not like a day. Or do we have 12 people? It looks like Melee decided to run wild. Wild creatures are always free, so he decided to leave our faction and live with the animals. We can tame him or arrest him to get him back. Taming a wild man requires 6 animals though, and animals currently has no taming skill. I think if we do arrest him though, he will become a prisoner, and we're gonna have to recruit him back, which I think will take quite some time. Social was successful in the arrest though, which it was only a 42% chance to arrest him. And yeah, after arresting him, he just becomes a standard prisoner, and he has a bunch of resist, which actually isn't all that bad. We can have Social start talking to him, and that will raise her social skill. But in the meantime, it looks like Mining is now in a sadistic rage. He is going to vent his frustration on the prisoners, and he whacked Melee, who didn't respond to the first hit, but then yeah, Melee's now had enough. I think we're gonna help out Mining here, and we're just gonna beat down Melee. Doing that should end Mining's rage. Yeah, Melee's pissed. And there we go, we knocked him out. Are you good, Mining? There's no more prisoners for you to rage at. Unfortunately, in that brawl, we did end up destroying Melee's right thumb, and once he's all healed up, that will lower his manipulation slightly, which will affect his melee accuracy just a little bit. It's not the end of the world for him though, it's just a thumb, and he'll get over it. We'll medical bandage him up, and doing that should give her a lot of skill. Yeah, she's getting like 1k per wound tended. That's actually really nice. Another tend, and she's up to medical level 3 already, which is great. On her further tens, I noticed she was only getting like 200 XP, and I guess there's a learning max of the day. Since she got 4k XP today, her further learning is multiplied by 20%, at least until the next day. So it's not like we're gonna get 7k XP for tending his 7 wounds. And we got our first quest, the Jittery Count. Apparently we only have 2 days to accept the quest, and we can actually just do it from the screen. Leo Lecapinos, a Count of Commonwealth of Dusa, is calling from nearby. He says that he only wanted to see the landscape on a quick walk and never expected such a deadly threat. He wants us to keep him safe at the colony for a few hours until his shuttle can come pick him up, and he won't be offended by our body odors or lack of manners, which, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of body odors in this tribe. If we do the quest, that will give us 8 royal favor, and that's enough to receive the royal title title of Yeoman and all the benefits that come with it, including a psychic amplifier that gives psychic abilities. Be warned, those with titles tend to become haughty and needy, and I guess whoever we accept it with will get the title. I guess we'll accept it with shooting because maybe the only one that we accept it with will be able to use psychic abilities, and shooting is our combat guy, so yeah, let's accept with him. So this guy Lecapinos joined us for a little bit, and he's got some psychic abilities, which I don't think we're going to need to use, as the thing that's hunting him is this beagle. And this is the first animal I've actually seen on this map that has a minimum handling skill requirement of 0. We really need animals to get over there and start taming it. I guess it's busy, we can't tame it right now. Well, maybe we can knock it out and not kill it. We'll use burden on it first, and apparently that slows it. And shooting got it. He cut off its tail, oh no, and it's at half HP. I really don't want to kill this thing. We'll use this ability, Vertigo Pulse, on it. And they gave it Vertigo, which is making it puke. It's still in a manhunting rage though. We're gonna have Lecapinos beat it down and hopefully won't kill it. Hit it once and, oh, he knocked it out. We'll medical bandage it up and she should definitely be able to save it. Its tail is forever gone though. RIP the beagle's tail. Perfect timing too, because Lecapinos' shuttle did end up showing up and we can initiate takeoff and send him to his destination, which gave shooting the title of freeholder, and apparently he's gonna get a psychic amplifier via transport pod. In the next episode, if you guys liked episode 1, then drop a like, and I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. And I don't even think we can milk the males, not in a way that would benefit us. Oh, fuck.